Alright, let's see how long this will take us. Hopefully not too long. I'm trying to think. If I just improve the gear on my current characters for the last floor, then maybe I have a better chance. Hey, thank you for the Epic Orc Slayer, Will. Is it today a day I want to do artifact farming, or do I want to do... Or do I want to farm something else? Maybe I just need more pyro damage bonus or something. Alright, let's see what Jean wants us to do. Even though we're playing as Jean right now.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy. Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with.
Sounds like typical Master Jean to me.
I have been meaning to have a word with you if the occasion presented itself, but as you know, Mondstadt's safety must always be my first priority. I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
The Fatui? Again? But who are the Lawrence clan?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of Decarabian was lost once again as slavery spread throughout the land. The first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Oh, Paimon gets it! So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to carry out more dubious deeds.
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate this matter.
But why us? Sounds like a job for the Knights of Favonius to me.
Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long as I can remember. We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, But it seems the descendants of the aristocracy remain antagonistic towards the knights. No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts only result in adding more fuel to the flames. We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid tensions and distrust would only increase. All of our past efforts would have been wasted.
But as the honorary knight, I technically also belong to the knights.
You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius. But you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You are a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good position to learn more of their possible connections with the Fatui.
Whoa, leave it to Master Jean to come up with such a thorough plan.
Perhaps such plans have become second nature after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with. The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern city walls.
Schubert.
It is said that he is difficult to get along with due to his temperamental disposition, but if we approach him calmly, then things should go off without a hitch.
I hope things will go smoothly. Leave it to me.
Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you. Schubert can be quite touchy, so it may not be easy to get along with him at first. But as long as matters remain calm, then you should be able to come to friendly terms with him.
As much as I'd like to get a picture of Jean with Jean, I'll take a picture later. Actually, you know what? Let's take a picture now. It's kind of funny. Oh, dang it. I almost forgot. I had the food pouch on, but I forgot I can't use it in the Spiral Abyss. Gobbles. Yo, what's up, Hotbox?
Hi, how are you?
How have you been? Got off work? Oh, I have to go over here? Let's just teleport. A pair of jeans, yep. That's how it be. Not gonna lie, that person be kinda sus.
Huh? Who are you?
Hello, we're here to...
Hello?
Yeah, what's wrong?
What's wrong? Did you just say what's wrong? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and vulgar manner? Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do.
Rude.
Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
Huh. In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman. And neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. I cannot bear to see such degradation.
It's no wonder the aristocracy fell.
What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor. Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, we are of a completely different breed by birth.
I haven't said anything yet.
Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you. Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on basic courtesies. Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
So this is what Master Jean meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
He's built different. He dresses different. His privilege be different. It's all different. Oh.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
It's a long story.
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched. You just have to keep at it and never give up.
That's Amber for you.
Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Hubert Lawrence. But it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone, especially Paimon.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners.
Sounds like you're no stranger to his rants.
I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan, my good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th Company.
Jean told us that the Lawrence clan sees the knights as enemies.
Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask Eula?
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for her. In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family.
She sounds like quite the character. I guess that's understandable from their point of view.
She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around Storm Bear Mountains.
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Yeah.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Yes, let's go and investigate and find...
Yes, the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan. Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members?
It's kind of funny how literally her name stands for End User License Agreement. Coinkydink? I think not. Hey, what's up, Mighty Team? It's been a hot minute since I last saw you. Actually, I've kind of been taken up on VTubing since November 2020. I don't know when your absence was, but I haven't seen you on here or Discord on social media. I don't remember if I see you on social media. I'm just alright for now. I'm just trying to take it easy. But I mean, if you have a work life, if you have school life, then that's totally understandable. Some people even like deactivate their Discord or social media accounts entirely. Oh hey, there's Fatui.
The Fatui? What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later.
Delved into destiny, written in the stars. Barbados, guide us.
Some quiet.
Oh hello.
Let's end this quickly.
Wait, they're just level 75? Easy.
Judgment. Let me scry.
This isn't good.
Show off. Major show off.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets?
Yeah, I've been playing Genshin Impact since it came out September 28th, 2020. Wait, like, what kind of school have you been dealing with, Mighty Team? I don't remember, like, when... Well, you followed me, like, last summer. I don't remember what kind of game I was playing last summer. Like, if it was high school or university, I totally understand. I've been in your shoes before.
And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Ugh. Mark my words. Vengeance will be mine.
Okay, camera, please take a chill pill, lol. We get it, fan service. Does the follow H command work? Yeah, it does work, but I can clearly see that, my face is stuck. I could see that you've been here since, well, you've been following my channel since last summer, but even then I don't remember what you came to me for, because I play a lot of different games.
What?
I'm sorry, Vengeance?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too.
Well, yeah, because you took too long to come to our aid. Also, I don't know how to feel about Eula's outfit. Like, that's not even short shorts. What the heck is this? This is kind of tight, not gonna lie.
If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Actually, I'm used to fighting the Fatui. I know my way around a fight. It works either way. Okay, camera. Oh yeah, Stardew. I was playing Stardew on Sunday, but then I took a break from Stardew because I want to focus on some other retro games I need to catch up on, like Monster Hunter Stories, because Monster Hunter Stories 2 is coming out this summer for the Nintendo Switch.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch enemies?
Arch enemies? Wait a minute! You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago!
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort two strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt. Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. my vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
So you must be Eula.
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him?
He may be secretly involved with the Fatui.
I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
Yeah, sleep is always important in Mighty Team, and hopefully you're safe from the pandemic. If you choose to get vaccinated, I hope you do get yourself vaccinated, because that thing is done and over with already for me, and hopefully you take care now. Whether you're dealing whatever kind of school you're dealing with, I hope you do pass your class and get good grades and everything. And sorry to not hear from you so much because of real life priorities, but that's okay. I totally understand. If you could leave a lurk, like leave me leave my channel open to count towards the viewership, that'd be okay too.
Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go. But hey, I say, well, that's okay.
We'll be waiting for you to come and play. To come and play. To come and play. Bye now.
Yeah, there's just some people who are just on Twitch, but they don't really hang around so much. Oh, I think I saw what game you saw me play. I was playing some Danganronpa. And you used to know me from another streamer I was previously associated with. Now I remember. It was not Stardew Valley, it was definitely Danganronpa. Yeah. I think you went by a previous name too. Now we know. Aren't you curious about your uncle?
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
Okay, gee whiz, lady, take it easy.
But didn't you say it first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you.
Your definition of curious is curious.
I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people.
But aren't you plotting vengeance against us?
We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still, Paimon has met bigger
The internet is full of big weirdos, not gonna lie. Yeah. Interesting fact is that, like, in the English dub, she's voiced by the same voice actress as...
Perfect. We should move out.
Susie Young has also voiced the new, Final Fantasy VII Remake version of Yuffie. Yuffie Kisaragi. That's the other role she's known for right now besides Eula. I'm gonna spend some resin first, though. One of the cheapest ways to spend resin. I'm just doing that so it doesn't have to fill up all the way. Maybe I should actually max out the prototype Rancor, because I have it at 420 damage right now because it's a funny number, but also at the same time, though, meh. Oh, there you are.
You finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise it'll keep bugging us.
About all that vengeance stuff.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes.
She's definitely counting.
But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand.
I think I'm starting to see what you mean.
Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance to. Your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Oh, that's a good one, Paimon.
Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Oh, Brainwood Burr, I'd say get it to level 80 unless you really want that funny number. 420 is at level 62. But then again, one of my other weapons was at level 420 at one point.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water.
Seems like a lot of work just to greet a good friend.
Oh, no, no, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Hyman's confused.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So, another thing to remember. Aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them.
This is getting complicated.
This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait. This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstrations.
Ah, very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
But yeah, 420 damage is at level 68 to 70, but I can further, like, enhance this weapon if need be. Oh, shoot. I mean, even then, the physical damage bonus helps to compensate. But even still, if we return to that floor of the Spiral Abyss, pyro damage bonus is maxed out. This might be an idea. 4-piece Thundering Fury on Benny. Specifically for that part of the Spiral Abyss. But yeah, let's get this Stream Raiders battle taken care of first. Feel like we're going to be in for a longer evening than I expected. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of these blokes. I'll use the restroom in the meantime while you guys clobber these folks. Clobber these jamokes. GG's on that one. Well, looks like Will took home the win with 11 kills, tying in with Maffey at 11 kills and 3 assists. Leon landed 1 kill and 6 assists. Kiva with 3 kills. Me with 2 kills alongside Shy Guy. Let's give this to Will this time. You deserve it. GG's. That Will just took it home that round. Alright, I think we could probably just finish up this map. Because I feel like we might be in it for a little bit longer with Eula's story. And afterwards, we're going to go ahead and save a new map for the next time we're on Stream Raiders. Alright, there we go. Yeah, definitely for sure, dude. Definitely for sure. Oh, wait, did somebody enter my teapot? But yeah, Orc Slayers just dominate incredibly well with levels with orcs in them. Ah, there we go. Thank you, thank you. Try to boost, but it says limit reached. I think somebody went into my teapot already to do that. Thanks for trying, though, Leon. Thanks for trying, though.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedence. Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange?
Yep.
The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do, just beat it.
She's just giving us a demonstration, that's all.
Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
Well, this is certainly going well.
You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity. Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Ah, right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while.
Damn it, Eula.
Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear.
Oh boy.
And again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Oh no, are we... Is this happening again? Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Where's this? Pretty much, James. Hold on, I'm placing some units in Stream Raiders real quick. Vengeance will be mine, one of these days.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Maybe we should just stop for now.
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Jeez, if she's not the epitome of asking for vengeance, then I don't know what the heck... I don't know who the heck will be.
Listen, I have no idea what she's trying to do, but trust me, you two should just keep away from her.
Hey, it's a dude with glasses.
You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a Knight of Favonius, and that the Knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius.
Maybe everyone should just take a step back, please.
I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here, if you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go. It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
Hyman thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time.
And somehow you still managed to brush it off with a laugh?
Don't worry. What with me being a knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation. As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
So you knew all along that we'd encounter these kinds of problems.
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now. Right? Right?
I'm still not sure I can do this. Oh, thank you, Matthew, for the epic bomber.
We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement. But we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
Ooh, Dragonspine. This should be fun. Oh, lovely. We get to fight the Ice Cube. We are going to fight the Ice Cube, right?
Snow. Remember, tend to your boots when we return.
Been a long time since I last been to Dragonspine for something story related.
Sure.
I will protect you.
Oh yeah, rock on!
Oh, there you are.
It's so cold. Does aristocrat training really need to be done here?
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse.
That just showed up out of nowhere.
An aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake.
Should be way easier than making conversations, at least.
Paimon thinks so too. But you've got this in the bag.
You look pretty confident this time. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly.
Noted.
Good luck. Just remember, don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most inelegant.
Order guide you. Solidify.
That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again.
This is interesting.
It'll be difficult at first, but the key is to remain patient. Let's try again. Remember, you must be elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air.
But even playing as her, you still get launched into the air, so what difference does that make?
Gather. Stabilize.
Of course I could cheese it with Zhongli's
Not
shield.
bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Paimon almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get stuck. So, are we aristocrats now?
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation.
Right.
There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle.
Is this how you normally train?
My family set only the highest expectations for me, even as a child. Let's proceed, shall we? This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Going in!
I will have order. Stabilize.
Shred till I'm dead! Nowhere to hide. Power cord!
This is order. Solidify.
Well done. Your performance was most impressive. And you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragon spine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little left for me to teach you.
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty. So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragonspine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
Also, thank you, Will, for the epic flag bearer.
hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Maybe that's just Paimon's style?
Hey! That's not true! Paimon was just focusing on you the whole time!
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to poison Paimon?
Certainly not. It's warm milk.
Aw.
Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you. Are you still planning on the whole vengeance thing?
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it?
Oh boy.
So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
Your strength. Thank you for looking after Paimon, I guess.
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle when you meet him. I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunter.
Huh. The way to a dude is through his heart, alright. Well, way to a dude is through his heart. His brain is basically to his stomach first. Honestly, food is like one of the easiest things to like treat somebody to as a gift. Then again, we could have gone to the souvenir store, for all we know. For all I know. Also trying to think how we're going to be approaching like floor 12 next time. Because 4-piece Thundering Fury for Benny could be very specific and proper for him. Especially if we want to like increase the overloaded damage. Oh hey, it's Amber. Okay, camera. Chill.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber! Seems we're just bad to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Accepting Amber's invitation, you and Eula sit at the table.
Is there something else you'd like to order? Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
Oh, that's nice.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am.
What do you mean?
Please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Hyman's never even heard that dish before.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish.
Is that her specialty?
Seem to take a liking to it.
I'm betting that's her specialty.
The sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time.
What you talking about? Sauerkraut is part of a Reuben sandwich.
Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression.
So even Amber doesn't escape your vengeance.
Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
Really, no.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
This definitely feels like on a similar level to interacting with Fischl, honestly, because, well, Fischl has her way of speaking mostly from storybooks and whatnot. Eula is just royal lineage and whatnot, but then again, a lot of people still want to get her canceled just because... reasons.
Well... no?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person. Alright, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold.
After an awkward pause, everyone resumes cheerfully chatting and enjoys the meal.
Ooh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time.
Imagine canceling a fictional character, right? Cancel culture is, like, really bizarre these days. It's all over the place, dude.
Alright, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went alone. Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness. Well, until next time.
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
This can't be a complete character story without having the ability to play as the character. Because in all honesty, except for Albedo's story, we couldn't play as him. Unless they decide not to do that for Eula and decide to rush her story. I guess the main convenience of doing Eula's story is that you just only need to complete the prologue and you get access to it like D-Luke's story quest.
Here, the Gebratenes Fleischmitz sauerkraut is ready to go. Be sure to eat it while it's hot, otherwise the flavor will be spoiled. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the others in Mondstadt earlier.
You know what's also kind of funny? I just realized the stake here kind of looks like a paw print. Is it just me, or does anybody else kind of notice this too? This literally kind of looks like a paw print.
But she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now. What's up with that?
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family, therefore they don't actually see Eula for herself. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
So that's what she meant when she said it was hard for a bad person to try to be good.
How come you're able to see Eula differently then?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Whoa, so both sides were unhappy.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. Tensions still remain beneath the surface, I'm afraid. In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. And in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, she's a disgrace to her family.
Damn.
But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after another, myself included.
Solka.
People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. she could stand to be treated a little more fairly.
If only there were more people like you in the world, Sarah.
I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks we know how to communicate with her now.
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy, though she might not ever admit it.
Oh no, she never.
Take care. Please come again.
She'll never admit it. Perfect. A serving of Gibrontinus Fleisch mit sauerkraut has curiously been packed. A curious smell wafts from within. You've heard that this is a hidden menu item that the only longtime patrons know of and that the hoi polloi cannot appreciate its flavor. Fair enough, you think? Oh shoot, there's a loyalty skin chest. And I got no loyalty skins, interesting. Ooh, this is not a good level. Ooh, that is not a good level. That was not as good as my first attempt at floor 12 in the Spiral Abyss. Let's put... Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let's put another rogue over here. And then we'll place this over here. Okay, 19 units. We should be fine for this level. It's honestly a pretty easy one. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Let's see how many machines we can control this time. Okay then. Matthew landed the most kills at 10 kills. Leon landed 8 kills, 2 assists. Keepa landed the most assists with 4. 4 assists and 2 kills. Nemixper landed 4 kills. Will landed 2 kills. And the rest of us suffered. Okay then, Maffy, since you landed the most kills, would you like the Centurion or the Gold? We'll give the other prize to Kiba. Unless Kiba knows which prize he would prefer. But yeah, the both of you let me know. There's Gold, and then there's the Centurion. Actually, let's just make it a little bit easier. Alright, next map, robot storage, which is pretty much similar to the previous map. I think we're gonna do the same thing over here, actually. Hey, thank you for the epic bomber, Leon. Much appreciated. Okay, I think we're gonna do the boss battle as the final stage. So that way we don't have to worry about it if we ever have to reload Stream Raiders again. Let's also make sure to finish Eula's story so we don't have to leave it on a cliffhanger. I feel like we could just finish it tonight. So I basically got some money, 8 enhancement ores. We definitely could use those. There's a middle point here? Whenever I play MMORPGs, I really wish it would be quite an open environment like this. But I can also understand the difficulty for, like, a game of this magnitude. Because it would be difficult.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
It would be difficult to maintain all these assets. Not only that, you still have to like factor in how chaotic it would be to maintain like a server size of this kind of magnitude. Regardless, for the amount of work that they did in Unity, it's still a beautiful game. Yes, Black Desert is an online world, but it's still a very... There's a lot of people who can talk about the grind of that game day and night. Hey, Corey. I mean, Draff. It's nice fighting with... It was nice fighting you in the Spiral Abyss as the Abyss Lector. But mark my words, vengeance will be mine. Damn it, she got me saying it. Oh hey, it's the challenge location.
The tent seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two.
Please, if I may be so bold as to say a few humble words.
A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate enough. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to what you have to say.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
It is an honor to stand before you here, immersed in your supreme brilliance.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues to this day. A true loyalist. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well versed in our etiquette.
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically unfathomable. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech?
I refined my conduct with some instruction in the classics, courtesy of dear friend. I was fortunate enough to benefit... I was fortunate enough to benefit from the knowledge of a dear friend. I'll do the second one.
Ah, good. Very good. You are bright, and compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential. If you were of aristocratic blood, your prospects would be promising indeed.
By the way, we brought a gift. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Huh? Could this be? Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish. It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake.
Even he's flubbing his words just like his own niece. Schubert relishes the Gebranntes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut.
Ah, yes. This aroma, just as I remember it. And this exquisite sour flavor. A delicacy that only us noblemen and women could appreciate.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request.
It seems there's word that the Lawrence family has a grand scheme of sorts.
Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret.
I would like to do what I can for the nobility.
Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full trust in you.
That was easy.
Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself.
That was easy.
Why do I find this kind of sus, though? Where are we going?
To see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring the Lawrence clan to its former glory.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
I think we need to be careful. Perhaps this is what the old aristocrats see as most important.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? You'll understand everything in due course.
Still kinda sus, not gonna lie.
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
This fancy chair stands out in front of such an old tattered tent. Schubert must really treasure this chair. Only a true aristocrat would bother maintaining luxury items in circumstances like this. I shall still sit on it. How do you feel, Schubert? I claim this chair as mine. No, wait. This is better. I'm the one and only Venti. I claim this chair as mine, for we are in the land of freedom. Do not diss the bard, boy. It is the land of freedom. He can sit and walk and sing wherever he wants. Heh. Anyways. Wait, I could just teleport there. What the frick? I wonder if Eula's in the background. Something tells me that we're gonna be like... What is it? She's gonna come out of nowhere and be like, oh, Uncle, how could you? I wouldn't be surprised if that was the twist. That Eula would be suddenly in the background. Oh, hey, it's a dungeon. After winning Schubert's trust, he has decided to take you to see his so-called friends from a distant land. The Fatui may be skulking within, so make sure to be fully prepared before stepping forward to investigate. We'll be fine. We'll be fine and dandy. Team Mondstadt for the win. Although I have a gut feeling that Eula might tag along, because this has to be her trial dungeon. You can't have a character story quest without a trial dungeon, you know?
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden?
It is only proper for aristocrats to wear a mask.
Even even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt. And therefore, we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily. I see.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize us.
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce you as my guest. As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
But wouldn't gliding be faster? Oh, shoot. Dead end. But Mr. Schubert, wouldn't gliding be faster? Like, come on, man. Oh, wait, my cursor's on my second monitor again. Hang on. There we go. Again, they need to fix this. We literally can't walk any faster. The suspense is killing me right now. We're literally forced to walk like this. Oh, yep.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business partners.
This is getting more sus and much more sus.
Hold it right there. Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, then you will be held accountable by the Lawrence clan.
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
I literally like how they just took a character model and slapped a mustache on him.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
Good thing you're with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. And such glory will return to me again before long.
There's a treasure chest over here. People might be able to overlook this, actually. I can imagine people overlooking that. Alright, let's see if there's anything else we've overlooked around here. Oh shoot, we didn't get burned by candles. I know there's people who like to overlook secrets and whatnot, but whenever you're in the dungeon area, just make sure to always check your corners and everything. You may never know if there's anything you could pick up. You may overlook a treasure chest just like that one I just saw in the corner, with my own peripheral vision.
Who are you? Just because someone brought you here, don't think you can wander around.
Sorry, I already took your treasure.
Our preparations have been thorough, but I still can't shake this uneasy feeling.
You never know, the Abyss Order might be down here, and we're gonna have to save your sorry skins from them.
Don't wander about if you don't have business being here.
Too late. I already took your treasure. Speaking of which... Cool. There's a door of resurrection. Anything else I can open? Anything? Oh, I remember this kind of chamber. We had this during the D-Luke dungeon. Hey, that's Sergey.
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active in Mondstadt recently.
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I must treat them with the proper mutual respect. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could never understand the intricacies of our etiquette.
And what about this thing?
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made your activity in Mondstadt possible? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius like dogs. You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiries. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly and crooked. And what is this shape supposed to be?
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully draw this map by hand myself.
Bruh.
Even I could draw a better map.
That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
I see. Crude, but I can make do. Are you able to verify that this is all reliable information?
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the details.
I'm also very sure that Sergey is voiced by Corey.
We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our identity. There would be diplomatic consequences, you know.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else will know of it. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then, the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the Lawrence clan. Perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly. That is all, for now.
Yo, thank you for the epic warrior, Kiba.
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
No need to keep up appearances.
That's right! It's the Honorary Knight and their trusty companion, Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
And breathe.
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me!
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh? We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish aristocrats. No matter, we already have the intel we need. Get them!
Oh, you wish, Kiba, but different voice actor entirely. They can make themselves sound like Tara Strong.
Off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
Take off. Fate is upon you. Let's play! Wind, hear me.
Oh, shoot. Wait, there's no solid lava? Wait a minute. Can I push this guy down? Wait, let's see if this can work.
Shadows of fate.
I want to see if I can push this guy right off.
You can't run.
You're almost there, big guy.
I slipped up.
Brace yourself. Go as one.
Door is open. Let's go.
Oh, shoot. It's Eula. Interesting. What a twist. But why would she be here? Let's find out. Also, before I do that, though... Oh, crap. There's literally no solid lava, it's just all one texture. That is very interesting.
Judgment. Destiny cannot be denied. Maybe this is just fate's dark design.
Okay, maybe we're not supposed to go that way. Welp. Because you never know.
Is that Eula?
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Things progressed much faster than we anticipated.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. And I thought you despised such pleasantries. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to outsiders.
Ah yes, rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans. It's all for naught now.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I could not overlook your actions.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory. You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. You are a descendant of the Lawrence clan. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins. You must comply with the will of the family.
Oh, his hand is shaking.
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety.
You know what's also interesting? Part of Eula's outfit design is that, like, this is like a low pixelated flat texture on top of like the symbol behind my chair here, while everything else seems to be fully rendered pretty well. Then again, limitations apply where limitations apply. You can't expect every graphical detail to be perfect.
Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of, and I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong, and I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to. Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
The Fatui are in possession of a diagram of Mondstadt's defenses.
Hyman took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the Knight's patrol routes and marked out key information about Mondstadt.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Oh boy.
Let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram.
Put a sock in it, Eula. Let's play as you now. Yay! Yay, we get to play as Eula. Okay, let's see. What are we given besides the Song of Broken Pines? At max refinement. Nope, just max level. Obviously, this weapon was built for her. Artifacts. Wait. Wait, what? Why? Hello? Why did they give her noblesse? Constellation? Okay, let me just remember what the heck her stuff is called again. Vortex is the skill. Illumination is the ultimate. Okay. So the ultimate's level increased. Every time the Grimheart are consumed, Eula's physical damage is increased by 30%. Decreases the cooldown of the skill's holy mode, rendering identical to press cooldown. I'm trying to remember. Okay, the Grimheart stacks up to 2 times. Okay, so as long as I get 2 Grimhearts, and then I can hold the skill again to use the Grimhearts. Okay. I mean, she's a 5-star character, so it's a pretty low cooldown to begin with. But why noblesse? If you want her to be the main damage dealer, you put 4-piece Pale Flame. That makes no sense to me. Anyways, let's rock it with Eula for now. So it appears we have double cryo resonance and double... Yeah, double cryo resonance and double animal resonance. This will be pretty interesting. Also, she's still thick. She's still thick, folks. has to be treasure around here.
More speed. Crush.
Nope, guess not.
Beg for mercy.
Wait, what?
Yahoo!
Really? Huh. Interesting. The more you learn.
Judgment. At least no more work.
They're here! Stop them!
Hey, treasure.
Let's play. Zach delves into destiny.
Harden up. Use this dark-spotted annoyance.
Crush.
How many Grim Hearts? That's 2?
Harden, I must collect myself.
Let me scribe.
This is trouble. That seemed to work.
Piece of cake. Here's the thing, I don't... She's a pretty good character. I'm just really not in a need to, like, pull for her. Especially when I want to save my resources and
More speed.
when I really want other characters after her. Hehe.
Is this my final job?
No, Rosaria.
More speed. Think you can get away? Decided by destiny.
Looks like
Vengeance will be mine.
Oh, shoot.
I swear by my sword. Let's play. Beg for mercy.
quickly.
Time for takeoff. Shudder.
This should be fun.
Brace yourself. Eye for an eye.
It isn't time for a break yet.
Let's play.
Let's end this quickly. My duty is bad.
Delve into freeze to the core. Rack and ruin.
I guess this is it.
Hey, no problem, Hotbox. Hope you have a good night, and if you can leave a lurk, that'd be appreciated. Definitely have a good one, dude. And hopefully you'll feel good for your next shift. Alright, let's take a look around here. We might have some more treasure we need to get. Yeah, they definitely recycled D-Luke's dungeon here. I don't know why. I should have brought a double hydro team. Wait, what did this open up? Oh, elevator. I don't think there's any more treasure chests back there, right? I'm gonna take a look around one more time, because you can't ever be too sure with these places. They need to give us endgame dungeon crawling. Because they only gave us story, like... story dungeon crawling, but... The domains we have right now that we grind with... they're not actual, like, dungeons. They're just one-shot gauntlets. That we spend resin on. AKA this game's energy system. This is also where they originally had the harp and stuff. In the main story. So there's only 2 chests in this place? Okay.
This here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight.
Let's play. Think you can get away? Fate is upon you. Shadows of... You can't run. Here we go.
You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them!
Ooh, clutch. Clutch dodging.
Delves into... Beg for mercy. More speed. I condemn you. Vengeance will be mine. Decided by destiny. This is trouble. Eye for an eye. Punishment. Yahoo! Time for takeoff. Brace yourself. Rack and ruin.
This must be it. They may very well have already made a copy of it. But without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble. The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone.
That would be putting the carts before the horse.
Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
By the way, why did you follow us here?
Oh yeah, you suddenly appeared at just the right moment.
In CinemaSins, that's what we call an ex machina.
Ding.
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier, I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
Basically, we're even now, right?
Finally, after all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying. In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during our investigation. You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought a team to take a look.
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
I'll put a can in it.
Hey, what do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Does that make us your arch enemy / rival such...
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
Sure. Well, see you around.
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.
That's it. We're done. We're done with Eula's story. That's all she wrote. It was kind of cute, not gonna lie. It was a pretty adorable moment, too. Not like the most completely wholesome character, but She's honestly kind of adorable now. Ooh! Okay, now you guys know, there's 3 treasure chests. Good thing I know I know to explore and stuff. That's like 2 extra primo gems you could use for your pulls, dude. So there's 1 exquisite here, the precious that shows up, and 2 common ones back there. Huh, now we know. Of course I'm not pulling. As if I would be pulling. Well, that's all she wrote for now. Oh yeah, absolutely, I agree. She has a likable personality. She's just in complete denial that she's a good person, even though she comes from a lineage of, like, people who are just complete jerks as aristocrats. If there's anything that you can learn, it's that, if you come from a family of, like, really terrible people, that doesn't make you, like, the youngest of the generation to have to be completely like your family members. Well, now that that's out of the way, all we have left to do are the commissions and everything else that we... Oh, speaking of things that we do have to do, we should also take care of our Stream Raiders battle. We'll do the boss battle off-stream, just so we can wrap it up for the evening. How many things do they want me to do today? That's a lot of Stream Raiders goals that I need to complete. It's probably the most amount of Stream Raiders goals that I need to complete, period. Okay, this is Curry's last one. In the meantime, since I'm pretty much done for the night, we could go ahead and see who we can raid in the meantime as we do our final battle. Alright, terrific. Kiba the Barbarian has landed 3 kills and 2 assists. Leo landed 6 kills. Will landed 4 kills and 1 assist. Mr. Careless Devil landed 3 kills, 1 assist. I landed 1 kill alongside Maffy. So, Kiba, would you like to take the Musketeer Scrolls, or would you like to give the scrolls to somebody? Do let me know. Let me know what would you like me to do with the scrolls. I see somebody else I have on my friends list pulled for Eula. Nice. I'm gonna go to my teapot in the meantime to see if I need to do anything crafting related and whatnot. Yeah, Kiba, let me know what would you like me to do with the Musketeer Scrolls.
We have...
You know what's also a neat coincidence? I have exactly 3 pulls worth of Primo Gems. That's crazy. But of course I'm saving them. Alright, let's actually get the troops ready for the last battle. So we have the Outlaw Ringleader. There's a lot of ranged characters here. Do I want to bring an Orc Slayer? Or do I want to bring a... I guess we could bring an Orc Slayer.
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
Hey, thank you for the epic bomber, Liam. I'm trying to write last, but it's difficult with the amount of space I have. Yeah, that should be fine. This will be the last one. I still can't believe it, though. We have so much pull saved, even though we're not going to be pulling for Eula. Because I'm definitely betting my gems on a Dr. Baiju banner at some point in time. Man, we were so close to completing floor number 12, though. So, I definitely need to work on seeing how we're going to be... Because our team's worked. Maybe I just need to boost Venti's damage. Probably need to boost his damage for sure. Or something. No, his artifacts are pretty much fine.
Onwards. We have work to do.
Most of his artifacts are fine. Maybe boost Kuching's damage. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, and I prioritized my targets too. All I could do at this point is switch out any weapons or artifacts, or boost some stats, in order to output enough damage. Let's see here. Okay, I think I have the right team members.
We shouldn't stay here.
Geo damage bonus, maybe? I'll have to think about these artifacts later on. It's definitely giving me food for thought. Major food for thought. Plus I need to actually... Speaking of food for thought, I need to get some food in my stomach. So... while we get everybody else ready for the final Stream Raiders battle for the evening, let me go ahead and make sure we... roll some credits real quick. The only thing that happened was that Kiba had lent the host, and definitely appreciate that, Kiba. And yeah, thanks for everybody for stopping on by for me trying out doing Eula's story for the very first time. It was it was alright. Kind of semi-awkward, but kind of also adorable to witness Eula's personality. That cutscene with her, though, was really, really cool, not gonna lie. Thank you for the epic Pirates Warrior, Kiba. That is very appreciated. So last time I said I want to actually raid a VTuber. I think I will go ahead and raid a VTuber. Yeah, and I just recently followed them as well. Wait, they're online right now. Oh, shoot. Is anyone down for some comfy Minecrafting? Because there's a VTuber online who I got that's Minecrafting right now. The lips was odd? What was odd about the lips? I mean, sometimes my lip syncing isn't always, like, connected to my expressions. Like, for the most part. In order for me to, like, normally move my mouth when I'm talking, in between my expressions, I needed to, like, turn my settings on and off. So, it kind of improved it a little bit. Otherwise, my lips would be very pea-sized, very small, whenever this model is talking. Also, I just got VR chat, so I might be able to import this model into VR chat to see how it goes. A lone mushroom ventures into the virtual world of Nintendo gamers. In the game? Yeah, because the original dialogue, keep in mind that this is originally a game from China, so a lot of the lip syncing, what they try to do is, for any other languages, they try their best to line it up with their own language as best as possible, because the original lip sync was for the Chinese dub. So some of the dialogue in Chinese was originally longer versus shorter versus how it would be in Japanese or English or Korean, so... They try their best. They try their best. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and raid this VTuber. I just recently followed them. I kind of low-key want to surprise them. It's a bug YouTuber. So the raid message will be... I know they're doing pretty well as a streamer. The raid message will be... Frosty... That will be the raid message. Frosty Thick Raid. The frosty thickness to represent the new waifu Eula for Waifu Wednesday. And maybe when I hop back onto Genshin, we'll be doing some more hangout with Noelle, because I like hanging out with Noelle. She's a wholesome character. She's a wholesome individual. So that will be the raid message for the evening. We're going to go ahead and expand our VTubing network and interact, and I guess send a surprise raid off to another VTuber who caught my attention on social media. So, and she's playing some Minecraft right now. So she, they. I'm not so sure what pronouns they use, but I'm assuming she, they. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys don't mind vibing with Minecraft. So let's go ahead and raid them. Yeah, we're going to be finishing the battle offline, Kiba. So let me actually go ahead and write that in for sure. And don't forget, folks, You can always keep in touch with me on Twitter, Discord. I think for Throwback Thursday tomorrow, we're going to be focusing primarily on Monster Hunter stories, so we can be able to progress in that game and get to know the story a little bit better in the land of Monster Hunter stories. Oh shoot. How do you write offline on this? It's a little bit too long though. Yeah, I can't write offline on this. This battlefield is way too small to write offline. Oh well. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take it easy for the rest of the night. Gonna get my dailies out of the way. Probably do some Marvel Strike Force offline. And if I'm not streaming on Friday or Saturday, we might be doing another Discord hangout, so stay tuned for that. Until the next adventure in Genshin Impact, until my final attempt in... Until my final attempt in the Spiral Abyss on floor 12. This will be your host signing out for now. Don't forget to always wear your masks, wash your hands, keep yourselves healthy, keep yourselves clean, and stay frosty, stay cool, stay amazing, folks. In the land of video game, anime, memes, fresh food, all the funny stuff, and all things VTubing, and very amazing media. Have a good evening, morning, or afternoon, folks, and stay hungry for not just something new to learn every day, but also for your stomachs. Remember, a well-fed person makes the best gamer. Well, that's probably not what I usually say, but yeah, I'll get the point.